Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Sorry, I still had this sound on here. Today we are doing a Zyra game, and Zyra is going to go bottom lane for us. He's going to support the Ashe, in fact. And Ashe is also a player that well, has been featured before in few of my replay casts. And that is all good. I mean, you can send in as many games as you like, as long as they're good. Then yeah, I will consider them. Anyhow, if you want to know how to record or send replays, just go to my YouTube page, which is youtube.com/casualprogamer, and watch the video that's there. It's called "How to Submit a Game or Replay," something like that. Yeah, it tells you everything you need to know, including my email address, how to record games, as I said, how to title them so that I will actually see what's in there, and everything else. So yeah, good luck on that. And we are going to shut off the auto follow thingy, well, the directed camera, I guess it's called. And we are going to just follow around, drop them pants, because that is an important feature. Now, yeah, we're going to help a little bit with the wolves, and then with the blue, actually quite a bit of help there. Which means that Nocturne will have his smite still available. More and more people do this, the smiteless blue, even though it's not really necessary, because, well, you're not going to get anything out of it really. Unless you're going really aggressive afterwards, and we might actually see that. No, he just went for his minions. So you're not going to get a whole lot out of that. Then it is of course a pro strategy to avoid getting your red stolen and to, well, get a fast gank going. And in fact the gank is coming in now. And here we go, a little bit of damage and the flash drawn out. The flash is good enough, that is a successful gank then. You don't need to get a kill every gank to make it successful. So Zyra just doing her thing, warding up the place a little bit with those little seedlings thingies. I forgot what they're called, hang on. They are called seeds, okay. Just seeds. So we are going to get a first kill here just very easily, and this might actually become a second kill as well, because, well, this Caitlyn is not going to catch the Ashe. And Ashe might actually be able to catch up. No, too risky. Oh, they almost died for that. But here is the easy kill then. It turns out to be an easy kill for Nocturne, not for the other two, but the other two did a great job of just doing damage. And Ashe really needs to go back. If she runs into this bush, she saw the placement there. But if she goes into that bush, she is going to die. And, well, in the meantime, we're just having some fun here with the, yeah, this kill. Not a problem at all. Nocturne getting a second kill out of that. And, yeah, Cho'Gath, even though he did very nicely, and, oh, that was an excellent save by Zyra. But even though he did very well there in the beginning, the Cho'Gath, he couldn't actually stay alive, and that of course sucks balls. Oh! Oh, so close! But we are going to get out of there safely. And man, this bottom lane already full of surprises here. Already several moments where it could have gone completely the other way. And it didn't, so 3-0 for now. And Ashe is going to scout that a little bit, making sure that Sona just gets the hell out of that bush. Because, yeah, you don't want Sona to just lurk in that bush and take damage from her. Because she is a really annoying support. She's not as annoying as Thresh is, or Zyra for that matter. But she is still super, super useful. It's why she's currently, I believe, the number 2 or number 3 pick amongst most of the pro teams. I believe she's the number 2 pick, but that might also be Janna. Janna is of course still very good, but since they nerfed that Q, well, I don't know if it's an actual nerf, but well, they made that you have to charge it up to get the longer range. That's a long time ago, by the way. Yeah, since then she's not really as popular as she was before that. She is still a great support though, but Thresh just took the support world by storm, because well, he is just amazing at just about anything. So yeah, I can't really go up against that as for example Soraka, who has no attack potential. Soraka used to be like the best support in the game. When the game started, and even for I guess season 1, she was just the number one support. And nowadays, yeah, people wouldn't even pick her if she was the only support available, because then they would just go for someone like Zyra, who is not an actual support, who is in fact just a mid laner, or supposed to be a mid laner, but is played as a support. Because Zyra can actually do a whole lot of things that supports normally do, which is assist a little bit in the damage, but mainly she has a snare, she has a slow, she has that huge pop-up, which probably also has a slow to her ultimate. Not actually sure about that, but it probably does. It doesn't matter. And then she has all those plants which are just plain annoying, but yeah, well, those are not really support material. And a very nice ultimate there from Caitlyn. Unfortunately, yeah, no catch there by the Zyra, and yeah, she could have caught that. If both of them were paying attention, they could have ran towards each other, and that would have made it work. I'm pretty sure. But well done by the Caitlyn. There's nothing else to say about it. I mean, she just did a good job of getting that. And yeah, we are going to go back. We're going to buy some new items, and obviously we're going to go for some wards as well. Yeah, actually, well, yeah, she did go for a new item. Cage's lucky pick, which is great, obviously, but you normally want to go as soon as possible for that. What's it called? I know what it's called. The Sightstone. Is that what it's called? Yeah. The Sightstone into Ruby Sightstone, and a very nice almost kill there by Caitlyn. She's doing a great job of just harassing people and trying to pick up the kills. Unfortunately, she only picked up 1 kill so far, I believe. Yep. Let's put everyone where they belong. Support, mid, leaving the jungler. Support, I don't know, this guy is the jungler, so it should be like that then. So, let's put it to directed camera for a moment, where we see Volibear just taking out the top lane. And we're going to have a look at how the lanes are doing. So top lane is perfectly equal, no problem for either team. And the flash coming out from Master Yi, what's he doing? He's not even building AP, and yeah, Volibear is not scared of this. Volibear is just going to walk away. Of course, Volibear is scared of the combined damage of like 3 people, but yeah, this is really not a problem. I mean, Master Yi does no damage if he builds AD and has no farm. And then, yeah, the jungler at 0-3 is not really scary either. The 2 and 0, of course, are 2 and 1. On Nocturne we saw those happen in the bottom lane. And yeah, with that he takes the lead in the jungle, because he has had way more influence on the game. Has 5 ganks that have resulted in a kill, and yeah, only 1 for Cho'Gath. So yeah, not really that impressive. Oh, Ashe, 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 wait for your volley. No, 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 no! Oh my god, so much damage. Oh, yeah, she was going to pick that off with her innate ability, turning into a plant and of course just sniping the kill. Very nicely done. Yeah, then both of the bottom laners have, well, kind of similar farm. I guess the Caitlyn is a little bit up, but the Caitlyn also, well, died twice I wanted to say, but now Ashe died twice as well. So yeah, it's pretty much equal. A little bit of farm, but 1 assist more for Ashe, so I guess there's that. So, and then the supports, they really don't matter, but yeah, 5 well, combined kills here. So 2 kills, 3 assists versus only the 1. And that, of course, is a big difference. So, yeah, we're going to just walk around a little bit with everyone at this point. And we're just going to follow what they are doing. There's not a whole lot happening, though. And currently we are just seeing people overextending, getting caught every now and then. But it's not a big deal. It's definitely not a big deal. The Ashe arrow comes out and the easy kill there for Ashe. Nicely done by Zyra not picking up that kill, even though she could have. And Ashe actually gets a double kill. Yeah, Zyra could have picked up those kills, but she knew that they would be more valuable on Ashe, and Ashe can just do more with the gold. And we are going to pick up the tower here because there's no way anyone is going to defend this. They really can't defend this at this point. 5k gold between them already, and I wonder who has most of that gold, because, well, I think it's mostly divided amongst everyone. Yeah, it is. 4.5k, 4.3, 4.1, 4.1. It's only the Volibear who's a little bit behind, but even he is, well, ahead of the entire enemy team. So, 2 turret kills as well as this dragon. Yeah, they're going to give you a lot of gold. And wow, this Master Yi may not be able to finish this without dying. Oh, he actually made it out. Oh, did Volibear have anything left? No, oh, did he have his ultimate up? Because that might have made the difference. That little bit of extra damage could have made the difference. But anyhow, it doesn't matter. We're just going to, well, look around. And I guess I am going to fast forward a little bit, because there's not a whole lot happening. Because, well, as you can see, these ganks are not well executed. You could see them group up, but you could also see that the lane was, well, completely pushed. So Kassadin at the tower. Yeah, is there anything worse to dive without 6 stuns? Yeah, I mean, Kassadin has to overextend first in order for you to get him, because otherwise he's just going to rift walk well beyond his tower, and you're not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, so another nice kill here, and another nice thing on Zyra, just leaving the kill to Ashe. She knows Ashe has that kill at that point, and I'm really looking forward to casting Syndra once again. I haven't seen a Syndra game in so long. Same goes for Yorick. Those are, I think, my 2 champions that well, it's been the longest since I've seen them in game even, because this is now, well, in this game there is a Syndra, but I haven't seen her in forever, just like Yorick, by the way. And Sejuani as well, also haven't seen her in quite a while. And oh yeah, triple kill there for Master Yi. Very nicely done, and they were just very aggressive towards just about, well, the entire enemy team. Well, our team. And yeah, we are going to pick up a kill back on the tower, and this guy is going to die now. Yeah, I don't know what he was planning there. And I think he could have even finished off this guy, because the tower is gone. But yeah, he didn't want to risk it. He didn't know who else was there, but, well, it might have actually worked. Yeah, we're just going to go into the enemy jungle now, because you can see it's still a 5k gold lead. And with 5k gold lead at this point, so early in the game, you can pretty much do whatever you want. So just group up, get a tower, and be done with it. Because you can do that every time. If you just group up, you can just push towers, and if you push towers, then what's the enemy going to do? I mean, they can't do anything about that. This, of course, is stupid. I mean, going on 1 versus 2, even if you get the kill, is still pretty silly. They could have just waited for these 2 guys to come back, And they would have gotten the kill without anyone dying. And Cassidy needs to rift walk. No! Oh, come on. Ah, nobody had anything left. But yeah, he got caught pretty hard there, the Cassidy. Couldn't rift walk out of that at all. And yeah, you can see here the Zyra. That's why I liked her. She has that huge burst damage, but she's not overpowered at all. Well, she is in fact quite underpowered, which is why nobody plays her. But if you learn to play her well, kind of like Cassiopeia, you can do very well with her, because she has a lot of utility, she has a lot of damage. Well, you could see it there. And all in all, that is just a great thing to have. Yeah, that was kind of silly, wasting the Ash arrow like that, because there was really no way to pick up whoever she was going to hit. And of course it's nice to snipe someone from across the map, but it's not very useful. Yeah, Nocturne is going to get out of there, no problem, because he's just too fed at this point. He has 93 minions compared to the 47 only on Cho'Gath. And yeah, that's not going to work out. I mean, the Cho'Gath is just a little bit underfed at this point. He doesn't really have defensive items, and yeah, even though we're still overextending all the time, it's not really a problem. I mean, even if we give away some kills, it's not a real problem. At this point, it's a 6.5k gold lead, so it's still pretty significant. Anyhow, we're going to invade this bottom lane here, where there is one guy. Come on, oh yeah, you did see it eventually. And the Caitlyn, yeah, just dies. There's nothing else to say about that. And obviously we are in trouble here. No, I want to see this fight, yeah. It is, however, not going to be a problem. The Zyra actually stays alive, and I think... No, Zyra is still alive as well. Don't know where she went though. He probably just went back. Oh, there she is again. And yeah, she does a lot of damage, and she is probably the only way this team is going to come back, because people don't know how to play against her, because, well, if she's never in a game, how are you going to learn to play against her? And that is, well, that is something to keep in mind, because in one of the next tournaments we may actually see, well, teams like Moscow 5, for example, they like to go for unusual champions, or champions in unusual position. That is why they win. That's how they win. That's their, well, one trick they have. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually practicing someone like Syndra or like Yorick. Someone that you never see anymore, because people don't remember how to play against them. They played against them for like 2 months. A year ago, and then nobody played against them anymore. Well, Yorick a little bit longer, but Syndra was never really popular. So I guess they should really buff her or something like that to make her more attractive. But, well, that's not the case for now. And it probably will not be the case for a longer time, because, well, with so many champions to choose from, they're really hesitant to buff champions that are skill based. So Cassiopeia, yeah, as I said, the Syndra, they're really skill based. So if you put them in the hands of a very skilled player, they will do a lot more than in the hands of some noob like me. And yeah, you can see here she already went 5-1 in a team that's completely behind. So there is definitely potential there. It's just that, well, you need to have a good player, well, controlling her, because otherwise, yeah, there's not a whole lot going to happen with her. Anyhow, we are pressuring the turret here. Lots of low health guys, and yeah, that was just a silly 1-for-1 trade. I guess it's an assisted kill for an unassisted kill, so it's still a good trade. But yeah, it's kind of silly to do these things. Obviously, Ashe needs to recall here, because if Syndra comes back, or Master Yi, she is going to die. probably even the Caitlyn at this point. As Caitlyn, even though she is completely behind on kills, she has a pretty nice amount of minions by now. And she can definitely do well with that. She can definitely get some items and just, well, wreck faces. Problem is, of course, she has no protection from anyone. She still hasn't gone back. But she has no protection from anyone, which means that, well, she's going to be focused instantly in a team fight. Just like the Syndra. Syndra is, of course, the main target here. Because if you take her out, then, yeah, what's left? I mean, you have a Master Yi. Yeah, not really impressive. And then, yeah, you have the Caitlyn with only 3 kills. Yeah, that's also not very impressive. Anyhow, we are finally going into a real team fight here instead of people just getting caught all the time. And it is for now a 1-for-1 trade. Syndra did her a complete burst on Kassadin, which means she has nothing left. And that means that the team is kind of out of damage. Although, yeah, Caitlyn is still going to get out. She doesn't need damage to get out. But we are going to pick off all of the rest. Syndra really doesn't have anything anymore. Her ultimate has a short cooldown, sure. But it is not good enough to actually get kills normally. But, well, combined with Caitlyn, it apparently is. And yeah, Caitlyn is going to pay the price for that. And yeah, Syndra almost paid the price for that. Because obviously she went very low. But yeah, Syndra on her own can do that burst. Just like, for example, Veigar. And then if they don't get the kill, then they just have to walk out. They have to wait for their cooldowns to come back up. And the cooldowns on all of the skills are, well, low. But it's the ultimate that really matters. It's like with Cannon, I guess. Cannon is also one of those champions that if you don't have an ultimate, you really can't engage in a fight. Because you need that ultimate to do the damage, to do enough damage to actually get a kill. And of course Cannon that is fed, that's a whole different story. But yeah, that's with every champion that's fed. Every champion that is fed has a lot of damage and can actually pick up multiple kills. But most of the AP champions really in trouble when they don't get the kill with their first burst. And that is why you combine them with AD champions, or better yet, assassins. And yeah, if you combine them well, you can definitely do well. So yeah, still pressuring this tower. I don't know why we're so focused on this tower, even though, well, top and bottom lane are way easier to push than this mid, which is also always getting defended. And yeah, we're just hanging around here. Still just, well, trying to pressure that. It is Master Yi, however, who is going to push back. And Master Yi is going to split push here. And that is probably very unwise. Because, well, if you split push like this, yeah, you leave your team completely behind. Even though the enemy team can see what you're doing. So they are not going to react to it for now. Even though they should really react to this, because he is going to take out the tower. And maybe this guy is going to pick him off. But he can actually just take down this tower now. Yeah, oh, what the hell are you doing? Why are you taking turret fire? He did take out about 60% of the tower. But yeah, that was kind of silly. Just, yeah, just taking out the tower, that's fine. But taking damage for no reason, that's not so fine. Also, the fact that nobody reacted to him pushing, even though Nocturne was over here somewhere when Master Yi was over here. So it could have easily sniped him. It's not that Master Yi is dangerous at this point. He has some kills, sure, but he doesn't really have the gold necessary. 9,000 gold compared to, yeah, 10 and 11 here. Yeah, not really impressive. Anyhow, we are going into the mid lane. It is a 4 versus 2. And yeah, they get an easy kill. They should be able to pick up this tower with the next minion wave, which is coming in right now. And yeah, Nocturne now taking a few tower shots that, well, were unnecessary. And we are just going to push onto the next tower. But yeah, defending towers is way easier than pressuring them. So even though they are, well, still magnificently ahead, It's nice, but yeah, it wasn't necessary, but a nice catch, because Ashe would have probably died from that. Syndra, on the other hand, had plenty of life to spare, and actually has that Ruby Sightstone, which gives her a little bit more HP. And a little bit more is 360, which should be enough to, well, withstand something like that. Anyhow, it seems that we're just pressuring top lane once again with Master Yi. This time, however, the Volibear comes in time, and he is going to just, well, pound on this guy. Oh, the beautiful arrow! 4-second stun there. Oh my god, where did that come from even? There you go. All the way across the map. Beautiful arrow. And yeah, that is just going to Pound Town now. And yeah, well, easy kill for Volibear. He would have not gotten the kill otherwise, because, well, Nocturne was lagging behind. He was just sitting in the back, just doing minions or something like that. But yeah, you can see here the effectiveness of Master Yi, how to shut him down. So once you you notice that he's split pushing, you need to react immediately and just kill him. I mean, it's hard to do sometimes, especially if he's fed a bit, but you need to push back your lane. So just go there with two guys, just push back the lane, and it's going to take him a long time to push that back into your turrets again. So you don't have to take out turrets on the enemy side. All you have to do is make sure the minion waves are all pushed up. And then he can't split push, and Master Yi that can't split push is pretty useless. Unless it's AP Master Yi, but that's a whole different story, because that sucks at pushing, but it is great at killing, well, just about anything. It doesn't really matter. It can kill. He can kill jungle. He can kill champions, and he can kill minions. So yeah, you do want to watch out for that, but well, that's, as I said, a whole different story. And we are going to go on to the Baron. No pink wards, but also no wards for the enemy team, so yeah, that's quite alright. So yeah, for those of you who didn't see it, there was a big tournament last weekend, and well, from that tournament you could actually learn a lot about how to pressure, how to keep pressure on the enemy team. I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah, you could just see that I wanted to say something completely different, but you could just see how teams knew at all times how many wards to buy, because you need a lot of wards against most teams, and they of course do research on the other team, so kind of on like their play style, what they're good with, and kind of how they play. But you don't really need to do that, because you know how other teams play. You know where they ward in normal games. Unfortunately, they lose a 1, but it is a 1 for 5, so yeah, it's still good. They're going to pick out the inhibitor now. Yeah, my point was that if you know where to ward, and they have a lot of wards out here for the purple team. I mean, there are 5 wards on this this area, so this middle area, and there's one over here. So they have plenty of vision, and that is what you need. That's why you get that Ruby Sightstone. And if you want to do it like super well, just buy another one. Just buy one on the jungler or something like that. Just litter those wards across the map, and just keep 4, 5, 6 wards up at all times, and you will have such easy games. But just go watch those games and just watch for how they ward, where they ward, but also what they do with the vision. So if they spot someone, do they go in? Do they just notify their team? Do they do something else? I don't know. But you can learn a lot from that. It's not in the commentary, obviously, because, well, they're shoutcasters. They don't really explain everything, or anything for that matter. But it is really nice to watch. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.